Send them. Yeah, I know that would be sweet. And that's the real issue that I'm having right now. It would still be even more viable, but they stopped supporting those GPUs, so there's no, I can't download any of the new drivers and stuff like that. So it's really starting to get to where that thing is almost unusable, but it's getting me by right now. We're scraping by. Again, now I can start directly saving for this new computer, and that's going to change everything when I can start doing all these other games and stuff. So no, so I wasn't able to get any cameras to work with the PS5. The only camera that'll work with the PS5 is the PlayStation 1, and I don't recommend going that route, especially if you plan on going PC in the future. Just get a decent. The camera I was using before was just the C920, and that's perfectly fine for streaming. You really don't need anything more than that. I was able to get a good deal on the Elgato one, and that was like the last piece. And the other ones I had from previously, trying to set up for streaming, and some of the other HD ones that I had were from back when I would do video stuff when it started up too. So some of them are a little older, but they'll still work for Ollie Cam and Rudder Cam and stuff like that. So we'll be having a lot of fun. I've got a lot of fun stuff in mind for all of us. Oh, you're in a tornado today. Nice. So talking your clothes said strike a violent blows, but not me. And honestly, being on a PS5, playing the game is fine. The only issues I have is when it comes to streaming. You really need a decent PC if you want to, at least, especially if you want to game on it and stream. I'm perfectly fine with playing War Thunder on the PlayStation. I just can't listen to music. I can't really do anything else. Leave you alone, but not me. What am I looking at? I'll get caught up, chat, after this. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, shit. I'm too distracted today. All right, buddy, you got it. I need to get refocused here somehow. Thought it was grand. Found out firsthand. Went well for a week or two. I apologize for my gameplay today, guys. Trip I can grip. All right, let's see here. Brother, the one thing we learned from basic and you can apply to life is to chow, chow, chow. That is right. And it's one of the things I probably struggle with the most, if I'm being honest with you there, Pseudo. You can see I weighed 180 pounds before the big C. And it started falling back off. I recovered from it once. It came back. And that second time, the weight just fell off. And now I'm hovering at about maybe 100 pounds, 110 pounds. And I've always struggled kind of eating. Even when I got up to a good weight, I was working out a lot, and I, was taking protein shakes and weight gainers, and I just can't kind of do that anymore. But since I've started streaming, my appetite has gone through the roof. And I eat so much more than I used to. So I am hoping, it's one of the things I'm kind of going to start tracking with you guys, is that if you guys can see this, Ollie, Something else, Bubba. You're so spoiled. He's just got his face buried in my lap, getting a good butt scratch. You guys can see that. His butt up in the air. He's getting a good butt scratch. He's getting a good butt scratch, aren't you, buddy? Yes, you're such a spoiled doggo. You're such a spoiled doggo. PC unlocks so much shit for gaming stream. It is. It really is. It is the way. It is the way. It is the way. And for those lucky enough to be able to dual PC, oh my goodness. I'm not even going to be able to do that. Once this, I'm going to have to like, this might become a trophy. I'll probably cannibalize some of it. The power supply is still good. It's a 1200 watt Corsair power supply. The AXI, the probably still one of the better ones you can get. So I'll probably take that out, but the rest of it, I'll probably just, especially since it's got that ammo can case, love that case. But yeah, the fact that even if I did some tweaks and patched some things up on it, I don't think I can't use it for streaming anymore because too much of the browser stuff lags, and OBS just is really buggy on it. So it runs it, thankfully, OBS, but OBS in particular, my computer just doesn't seem to like it, which is, I'm hoping, why we're not having game audio today. Puppy, you're something else. You would sit here on my lap all day long. That's what he usually just lays here on my side, but since I've switched to this new keyboard over the last few months, it's just a little bit too big, and there's those G keys on the side, so when he lays particularly on this side, he hits those buttons and it messes with the game. Poor doggy wants to fly. He doesn't realize, huh, Bubba? I'm at the point. I've built every computer I've ever owned, every single one, and oh shit, you're still in the bricks. Ooh, a penny. Ooh, a penny. And so yeah, that's what I'm gonna end up doing. That's what we're saving for. I had a whole build plan, and then of course right before the holidays, throw that out. RAM's going through the roof. The RAM package I wanted, I think, was like 400 and something bucks. I was gonna get a 96 gig package, and I think it was like 400 and something dollars. Now you can't even get it. It's not even available. And the ones that are available, you know, maybe 30 gigs tops, 32, and that's gonna run you 1,200 bucks if you're lucky. That's ridiculous. I can get a pre-built for another $1,000 that's got a 5080 in it. You know, like, that's stupid. That's just stupid. That's stupid price gouging. That's not even supply and demand. That is just literally taking advantage. Highway robbery. Highway robbery. But I'm moving to the US soon. Oh, I didn't realize you were EU faster. How about that? Yeah, I'm actually, I don't want to leak which one I'm might getting, but you guys can look it up. It's probably going to be one of the Asus ones. One of those Asus ROG ones. I heard inside is waking. Hang in there, Shane. I'm going to get back to the games here. I'm just catching up with chat and hanging out with them for just a second. Refocusing a little bit so I can get focused back on the game. Plus, Ollie's been sitting here kind of begging me, so he wanted some attention. My father was, and he took me to, oh, Germany would be so fun. Germany is on the list of places I want to go. Germany and Russia would be fun to visit. But I'm sorry, folks, Australia's at the top of the list. How come I moved to the EU? How come it was all gucked up? Do Skytech. That's where I bought mine. Oh, Skytech. That one doesn't sound familiar. Check them out. Nice. Gonna bring it down, 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 gonna bring it. The state is elevating as the hurt turns into hating. Okay, puppy, you're gonna have to get off my lap, Bubba. Yeah, at least you can hang out in in the stream still too. Sucks if you're just like chilling there, staring at the ready thing, waiting, right? All right, we're in a game now, boys. Okay, puppy. Up down, bud. Give any more. Chemical, you are the man. Yeah, we gotta have that AI gen slop. That's why if you guys have hung out in, or it should be on every Tangia now, but that one with the Star Wars Tangia. What do we need all these AI data centers for? We're curing cancer, right? We're curing cancer? We're curing cancer. AI's curing cancer. No, we need AI goobly glop. Goobly goop. AI goobly goop with boobies. I'm not against AI at all. But yeah, this is a little crazy with how this has gone. And it's truly not fair to the entire DIY community because you can see the numbers and how much they've plummeted. And it doesn't just affect people like me who are self-employed and, you know, trying to make a living based on, you know, what's available. But there are other people that need this stuff for their jobs too, that need a computer desperately just to be able to apply for a job or to be able to remotely get in, and they just need a cheap option, and even that is becoming almost undoable, especially if you, it used to be the only way that you could get a decent computer was to build it yourself. You know, pre-builts were crap, and they raped you on the software. And 90% of that software you could get for free. And so that was one of the main reasons that I would build my computer is you could get a good pre-built back in the day, go get a Dell, you know, or an HP, a Hewlett Packard or something like that. But you could build a beast for the same price. And then I could go get all the software I wanted for free and not have all that preloaded crap that they would get on there to try and sell you more crap and charge you for that being on your computer. Like, it was crazy, and it still kind of is. You can control a little bit more nowadays with the software that comes on like your pre-built, but that personally is why I hated getting a pre-built, was all the crap that they put on there. And people wonder, why is this computer so slow? Well, they put all this junk on there that doesn't need to be there. We did be wrong, we did be right. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to that part of the pre-built world, but well, we'll see how it goes. I just want something that I can start doing DCS with you guys. That's what I really want to start doing. All right, we should have that guy. Clean up on aisle 2. Merv, clean up on aisle 2. I got a F-15 right on my arse. He's gonna get both of us. I had no choice. God damn it. That's what bugs me about multipathing right now. All right, if you're going to have multipathing be a thing, it shouldn't be below the trees, because there are parts like that where you can't get into the trees. Multipathing has become really frustrating. When I first started this game, it was like 60 meters And it's okay that they lowered it a little bit, but it should not be below the tree line for the gameplay